502 96.1 FM, 1458, Big and Sports Radio. This is your boy, Raashaan Myers, taking care of you on a beautiful, pretty snowy Saturday.
Man, it's the Snowpocalypse Saturday, baby.
Snowpocalypse Saturday, snow again, whatever you want to call it, storm of the century, whatever you want to call it, that's what's going down. I am joined in studio by my faithful troops. I got the architect himself, H to the Izzo. Hey, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. I woke up. It was 8 degrees outside. That nice, cold, crisp air just does something to your nostrils when you take that first breath in the morning. Let's do it.
Let's do it. And of course, we got our man is once again in studio. He was in here at like Batman in the corner. Hey, I come in the door. He's like, Greg, you standing over there in the corner. I was like, oh, okay, that's not me. That's Greg. Greg, how you doing this morning, bro?
Pretty good.
Try that one more time. How are you?
Pretty good. There you go.
Glad to hear from you. Glad to see you, man. And it is a very, you know what, it may be overcast. There may be snow in the forecast, but it is a lovely day if you are a local basketball player. We're going to get into that much more. Of course, we're going to do not only on the radio, but we're also going to do across social media, YouTube, and Facebook. So definitely want to hear from you guys, want to hear responses and reactions, anything that you may want to talk about today. I have a feeling I know what a lot of people are going to want to talk about. But we'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. So please send those on, any way you can. From 502-414-4250. That is the name. So text line, we'd love to hear from you there. We will definitely be reading all your thoughts and comments and texts and everything else. Of course, if you want to give us a call, 502-384-4250. That is the Call Your Law Office hotline. We would love to hear from you there as well. But gentlemen, let's just jump right into it. Of course, University of Louisville basketball was successful last Saturday. They go on the road into Pittsburgh, a game that they had to win, a game that, just for the psyche of the fan base, everybody has been freaking out, not necessarily because, Louisville basketball has not been played because it's terrible. Like, you don't have any bad losses on the year. All the teams that they lost to were going to the squad and win losses. So not having necessarily a bad loss on the resume, but I feel like after the Virginia loss, a lot of people got really, really annoyed.
Well, they got annoyed because you keep seeing the same things over and over and over again. Like it'd be different if you were losing because somebody did like some quirky offense or some quirky defense against you that caught you guys off guard, or one guy just got hot out of nowhere and just went up like for 50 points, something crazy, right? But you're beginning to see a trend with teams that seem to have our number. And when they have our number, they have it. And it seems like there's nothing we can do about it. So I understand Card Nation's angst, but that Pittsburgh win was cleanse the palate, shall we say, a little bit. Just a little.
Absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. I mean, the Pittsburgh win definitely helped to calm some of the things and calm some of the things. And, that's one of the things that I wanted to get into with everybody today. Just kind of the general mood of the fan base after. Because after that Virginia loss, there was a lot of nasty people upset. People were afraid that Louisville was going to go on the road. So Pittsburgh had just come off, they're probably their most impressive game of the year. They've been on the road. They had Georgia Tech and just kind of blew out Georgia Tech. Of course, Georgia Tech's not a great team, but, the fact that Louisville had not been playing well and see Pittsburgh, played really well in their last game, coming home, even though, we have owned Pittsburgh up there at their venue, what used to be known as one of the most difficult home courts in all of the Big East back in the day. Louisville always owned Pittsburgh there, and since Louisville and Pittsburgh made the transition from the Big East to the ACC, they've continued to own them. So it was one of those situations where they needed to get right, and they need to go out there and put their best foot forward. And I know Gray was talking about how, when they, him and his dad was watching the Virginia game, Pop was kind of tripping out, freaking out.
Yeah.
Crazy. He's talking. Gray, I feel like, your Pop was a little bit happier after Pittsburgh.
Yeah, because I feel like when we were watching the Virginia game, when other teams start getting hot, we always take these wild, crazy threes instead of driving to the basket and trying to get fouled. I mean, I get that we want to shoot threes all the time. We're like the top ranked best, like shoot 3-point percentage and taking threes, but drive to the basket. We have Fernando Fu, we have Conwell. That's a good drive. We have Adrian Woolley down there, Hadley sometimes, but I feel like if we just instead of like making them play their game, we should play our game instead of like not making them making us foul them.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, maybe allowing us to play the way we want to play rather than kind of bending to what the other team wants to do. And I agree with you. That was something that earlier in the year, Louisville did a great job of dictating pace, being able to get to the rim, get fouled, get to the free throw line on everybody. And they've kind of gotten away from that over the last several games. And honestly, even against Pittsburgh, and that's kind of the question, right? It's like, Louisville was hitting a bunch of shots. They've hit a ton of shots. So, how much did they learn? How much have they improved? And how much is it just the fact that Louisville hit a lot of threes, they look good? And they didn't take an overriding amount of threes. I think they were 15 of 27 for 3 points. So 27 3-pointers is not crazy. It's not a lot. But, I definitely think that this team looks a lot better. But what they've been missing is the fact that they have not been getting to the free throw line nearly as frequently as they were early in the year. Early in the year, you would see Louisville with, ungodly free throws. They were getting to the free throw line 28 free throws, 34 free throws, 30 free throws. Like, they were getting to the line 30, around somewhere from 25 to 34 times a game, honestly. Most of the games to start the season. They had a great balance where they were getting to the rim and they were putting rim pressure on the opposition. And because they were putting so much rim pressure on the opposition, it allowed to get better open 3-point shots because they had so much aggressiveness going to the rim. And they've been missing that lately. And of course, coincidentally, that drop off kind of happened around December 13th. Hey, you know what December 13th was?
My birthday?
Is that your birthday?
Yes.
You know what else happened? Well, happy belated birthday to you for that.
Dr. Dre?
You know what also happened on December 13th?
Is that the last time Michael played?
That was the last game that Michael Brown played. When Louisville played versus Memphis.
Oh yeah, I was at that game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was the last game that Michael Brown played. And pretty much once that happened, Louisville's effectiveness in terms of getting fouled, getting to the rim, ball distribution, assists per game, everything dropped off of the table.
Don't anything dropped off. Even like some of our players' shooting percentage just fell like a rock.
Yeah.
Because Conway isn't really a point guard. He's a shooting guard. He's more of a catch the ball, dribble around a little bit, and shoot the ball. He doesn't. Yeah, but as we kind of saw, like you guys were talking about, like last week, how like he gets tired easily when he dribbles up the court, and like Woolley is kind of like the same. Like he doesn't have that point guard stamina. Like dribble ball down the court, call plays, force plays. I mean, we're more of a well-balanced team, and if that one piece is missing, we all kind of like fall apart.
Well, we're a well-balanced team, but unfortunately, we only have one point guard on the team.
Yeah.
Like we have a lot of good guards.
Yeah.
But only one scoring guard, but only one true point guard. So losing your point guard like hurts a lot.
Yeah, and I mean, it came down to Louisville having to learn to kind of remake themselves. Like we knew that Alex Khalifa was a guy who was a, kind of a non-dropper and a guy who would make plays. Obviously, Alex did so much. He's going to come in, he's going to get you his 3, 4, 5 assists per game. But, you can't just live like he's still not a guy who's going to break down the defense and, cause you to force you double.
Yeah, I mean, he can't jump. I mean,
Yeah.
That's not what he's going to do. He's not going to take the ball from the dribble. And, he's not going to throw the ball on the block and he's going to get a double. That's just not the way he's made. I think this little team has had to learn over the last couple of weeks how to generate good offense without Michael. And I think that there was a step forward taken in that against Pittsburgh on Saturday.
Well, simultaneously, the good teams have learned how to defenses better without Michael.
Yeah.
Which is another reason you're kind of seeing our shooting percentage drop off.
Yeah, and I liked how they used the 2 big lineup with the Flu and Khalifa. I wanted them to see how that worked, and that's pretty good. For 5 minutes and.
That's the way to relieve pressure, right? You go to the 2 big men, it gives you more size out there. It allows for some different passing options and plays to get the ball into the paint. And if you can get the ball into the paint to a big guy, okay, you get a big guy down there. If it's not a good ball on the block, he is going to pull it because he's big, he's strong, he's athletic. He can score with his left and his right hand. So you have to give him a lot more respect. And I think that Luke did a good job of starting to do a little bit of that. We saw him do that earlier in the year versus Montana, but as I said, the problem was they started doing some of those things with Montana and then the very next game they stopped doing it. And that's going to be my question this time around. They did a great job, especially the second half, of playing a lot of bigger lineups, playing a lot of through Alex together, or through the Super or Super Reeves and Khalifa. Like they did a lot of double post, double big lineups with that being free. They in fact at one point during the second half, they had I believe it was Alex Super Payson Pryor who had the 2 or had the actually playing the point. And had the point I think maybe was playing the 2, like a super big lineup. But those types of things, that's the thing Haven is that we're talking about this game. The difference from last year's team to this year's team is that you have a lot more options. You know what I mean? Like you have a lot of different guys you can play and you can do a lot of different things, but you got to be willing to try it out. And it feels like every time it's been 2 steps forward with at least trying to learn how to play some of these different lineups together. Coach Kelsey seems to slip back into what he's comfortable with, play that small ball, play that something that has been before. And that's the question: are we going to see Louisville stick with it? And of course, we get the huge news, and I'd be remiss if I did not mention it at this point that Mike Joe Brown Jr. was not on the injury report yesterday. He looks like he is going to play today. He is available to play, and more than likely will make his debut, his first time playing in 8 weeks.
It would be nice to see him against Duke.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
So, it would be huge if Mike Young can play today and get kind of his feet under him. Of course, you have a huge game against Duke if that game is played. I hate to say that, but fellas, I'm worried about Louisville being able to get out of here before this snow begins.
Well, the thing is, like, they've already started canceling like a ton of flights. I had a couple of friends and family members trying to fly out yesterday. Their flights got canceled already. And we're supposed to get a ton of snow. Like, we're supposed to get anywhere between 10 to 17 inches of snow. Yeah, here. But I think Raleigh's getting all ice, which is much worse. Yeah, like they're not getting snow, like they're getting an ice storm. Because like we're in that band of heavy snow, but literally just 100 miles to the south, 200 miles to the south, it's all ice. So yeah, that game is probably going to be canceled.
I mean,
Schools canceled. I mean,
That was, like, you would hope that you can reschedule. You would really hope, like, I would hope they don't outright cancel the game. I would hope that they would try to push the game, maybe wrong.
I mean, with such a marquee matchup, I'm pretty sure they'll try to reschedule the game, but it's going to be hard because it's not going to. It's probably sometime February that they'll have to push it to, and depends on the schedule. It depends on each team's schedule, but it's going to be really hard to push it out.
We'll have to see. They have not made any official announcement in regard to that. To that as of yet. I think we're going to try to kind of wait and see what the rest of the But with the being a big Monday game, they can Saturday. Why would they want to make those announcements? If you remember, local getting this game rescheduled, scheduled for 3:30 today, and they announced that they were 2:15, so they made that announcement. 2 days prior, that they made that Thursday.
Yeah.
With that being the case, I would think that if they're going to do something with that, people are likely to hear something about that later today. And that's later tomorrow. I would think if they're going to do something with that, big Monday, they'll more than likely, we'll know what's going to happen. So, but you know what? Hey, you know what Coach Kelsey says, you have to be with can't help what's in front of you. All you can know, what's going on. All you can worry about is what's right now. Today, Louisville's going to be hosting Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech team that is not great, but they're also not bad. They beat the same Virginia team that came here and looked up and said, a couple of weeks ago. Virginia Tech knocked off UVA. That's you should get on course for the time.
But they haven't really played like the schedule is really light. They really haven't played a lot of tough competition.
Yeah, definitely
And they lost to St. Mary's.
that means you got to come out aggressive,
Yeah.
like Arkansas did.
They are not huge inside, but they do a very good job of attacking the basket. But they're very skilled. They have a couple of European big guys. One of the guys, guys who play a lot like say kind of like the baby guys, kind of 6'7", 6'8", handle the ball, shoot it, kind of a matchup type guy. This is a team that's very skilled. This will not be an easy game today. But I feel like, especially with getting Michael Brown back, this is like the perfect opportunity for him to get his feet wet, to get to play this team that, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. This is not like bringing Georgia Tech. This is not like bringing Boston College. Georgia Tech is a good mid-level.
This would be, to me, like this would be a good test to see like what Louisville has learned. And I say that because Louisville does a really good job of beating the bad teams. We do a really good job of beating good teams. And we do a fairly decent job of beating the very good teams, right? The teams that really give us troubles are the elite teams. Or like really big, or very good teams that also be really big and physical. Virginia Tech isn't really like they're big, but not in the way of a Memphis or an Arkansas type of big. So they shouldn't give us the same problems. We should be able to exploit what they do. We should come out, with the comfortable win. But this would be a good test, and this will also be a good indication of how much Pat Kelsey has. I'm not going to say learned, but how much he's willing to kind of change his philosophy around this year, because this would be a good team to try out your big lineup and to see how well it works, especially now that you got your point guard back, and if you can integrate the two together.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta believe it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you want to see. We want to see Louisville continue to stack together strong performance. And like I said, you have a team in Virginia Tech that has kind of like, a lot of men where he is their leading scorer. He's kind of your classic tweener forward. Body of a power forward, has a little bit of small forward, kind of step out a little bit. He's a decent ball handler, really likes to do this thing. in the paint. Not super big, not super tall, but not 6'8". So that's not necessarily a guy that's gonna like that's gonna wear you out. But he is gonna definitely cause some of those issues of being inside out, trying to draw fouls. He's definitely a guy that we would love to have in our roots available. Tonight will be missing his third game in a row. Tonight has been dealing with the illness. And it's not been available for multiple days now. On Thursday, he's not been available. He had a real bad opportunity like that. Apparently, it was so bad he had to be separated from the team. Apparently, Coach Kelsey got in there to speak with the media on Thursday and said that Denied had been substantive, that he couldn't be around the team at all. He just got back into the team on Thursday and had not even been through the practice. Apparently, he said that he lost the way. He said that he would be this build is for not really getting utilized for something great.
Well, and this flu strain this year has been like above average bad. And it can linger. The flu can linger for a couple of weeks before you can fully get over it. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. If you got hit with the virulent strain of the flu, that it can sit you down for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So I mean, you aren't gonna have him today. But this is a team that while they are not super tall, they do have a lot of guys that kind of are in there, kind of big guy that I was talking about, kind of the baby Nicholas Abdallah. He's a big guy from Lithuania. He's a freshman, 6'9", 215, averages 5 assists per game. So he's a big guy, like handle it. He's a 3-point shooter. He can knock it down from the perimeter. But he's definitely an excellent passer as well. He's still a freshman. He's a younger guy. But he is super talented. I saw him. He had a great game against Virginia in that upset win. So this is going to be, like I said, this is a game that's going to be a huge test for Louisville. We'll definitely kind of break down kind of some of the ins and outs. But fellas, I do think that I feel better about this game off what I saw against Pittsburgh. I think that Louisville, in the Virginia game, they just for some reason they just seemed tired. They seemed slow. They seemed lethargic. They seemed lackadaisical. They weren't passing the ball well. They had no energy. They just looked like they were kind of sleepwalking.
Like they was going through the motions.
Yeah, kind of going through the motions. Virginia just kind of lulled them into this slow down, methodical game.
Well, this is what Dre was talking about earlier, right? Like you have to impose your will on the other team. Like you have to impose your will.
Because Pat Kelsey's offense is fast moving, run the ball down the court, shove it down their throats, take the 3-ball, take the long ball, drive it in, take a foul. I mean, we were just seeing them walk the ball up the court. And you could see Pat Kelsey like getting mad, frustrated, like the Pitt coach when McNeely scored a 3-pointer and they didn't step up. Like my dad was like, "Why are they walking? The game plan is to move around, drive, set ball screens." I mean, just.
But no, you're right, Brett. Like, absolutely. I mean, it's just, for whatever reason, I don't know what happened. Like, it felt like a time machine because that particular game looked like every little, Tony Bennett versus Rick Pitino.
I mean, like Virginia just imposed their will and their game plan on us.
And that's not even the way Virginia played.
And we had no answer.
That's not even how they play.
And we just sat there and just took it. We just like.
And you can't do that.
No. And I think that they came back with a very good response. I thought that they did a great job of, responding to that. Like you said, Ray, getting that ball moving. I would say move the rock, screen away, screen off the ball, getting that ball dumping and not letting it be stagnant. And you just saw a, commitment to getting back to that. But like you said, David, you can't just see that against the
bad team.
The okay, the good, and pretty good team. You got to see that against the best teams as well. And Virginia's it's not the best team, but it is definitely a team.
They're a pretty good team. Yeah, I mean they're a pretty good team.
They're a pretty good team.
I would say they're above average. They're an above average team. So you gotta show what. You know what? It's like doing homework, right? You gotta show us the work. You got to show us the work because, yes, everybody's happy that we blew Pitt out and we ran them out the gym. We're excited about that. But in the back of every Cardinal fan's mind, it's, okay, Pitt's horrible. We beat a bad team. We always beat bad teams. What can we do against the elite teams?
I got a question, though.
We got an
what
answer.
if Michael is back and he just doesn't play to the full extent because he doesn't want to hurt his back again?
I mean, that's the question, too. People don't want to wonder. Is he going to be maybe in the back? Is he going to be back 100%? From what the people that I had that were conversating with me is that Michael has been, they wanted to make sure he was 100 or 100%. So there should not be any limitations on him. From what I understand, he should be going full go. He should, it was pretty much precautionary. Like, I feel like had the Pittsburgh game been said like the NCAA tournament game or had to have it was one of those situations he should have played. But they wanted to make sure that he was completely healthy. And there were no issues. He was in a back especially. I wanted to make sure there were no problems, no recurring injuries. So, to that point, Greg, from what I understand, he should go out there, boss the wall and let's get it.
Yeah, it should be, but he hasn't played in a month. So,
he's got to get reacclimated.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be one of those things where it's going to take him some time to get back into the flow of the game. It's going to take, and if we do the quote unquote big lineup again, he's going to have to learn how to play within the new big lineup. How do I distribute the ball, or I need to drive the bigs and to vacate the space and all this other thing. So it's going to be a learning curve for everybody. And this is a very, very good team to learn against because they have size. Like you said, they have size. Heck, Nicholas is 6'9". They got 6'9" guard. So, it's just like, how do you guard a 6'9" guard? Dre dropped the mic. Dre would.
But you know what? That's hilarious. That's a good point. We stop right there. Let's get to our first break. When we come back,
you have to go underneath like this.
We have some things that I want to know from Hayden and Greg. Who are the most important people and players today? What do they want to see? What are their expectations for Michael Brown Jr.? Is he the most important factor for that? And much, much more. You want us to wake up 502. Raashaan by David Harrison, intern Drake, and we'll be back.
Hoosiers!
All right. Let's see how you do this.
we're going to have you do the weather report. Now, I don't know if you do the weather report. Greg, you do the weather report?
Sure.
Yeah, let's have Greg give us the up to the minute projection. I didn't know who needs to see something now.
If you are driving to Bloomington, Indiana, you might want to stay there for at least a couple of weeks.
So, Greg, let's get to the Einstein traffic report. I didn't know what
On the helicopter, Sam.
Okay, right now is 12 degrees. Feels like -2 degrees outside. And there's a 90% chance of snow for 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., like literally all day. Yeah. And then on Sunday, well, that's going to be what? It's going to be 13 to 16 inches today.
Time to go. You got your sled ready?
Hey, if y'all haven't got your by now,
It's too late.
It's empty. And then on Sunday, snow accumulation will be 16 to 20 inches.
So I would say this: if you need ice, I'm about to give a big shout out. If you need ice, you need to go to the hardware store in Portland, across from Shaheen's, or Ace Hardware on 26th and Market. Yeah. So I'm telling you, the mom and pop places may still have some snow supplies if you need them. But I'm telling you, like Lowe's, Target, like all the big name places are done.
Yeah, I went to Home Depot. All the salt's gone. We took like the last 2 bags.
And I thought I was doing good. I picked out early. I left work early, so I had to go get time, trying to get a few things taken care of. And I go in that preparation thing, so the good thing that it was like
The zombie apocalypse is hit.
it was so packed in there. Every seller was open. Every line was packed. 8, 10, 12 baskets per line.
Yeah, I was gonna get some apples, but then I look in the bag. The bag's open, like 2 apples left. Like who opened the bag and took 4 apples and just left the bag with 2 apples left?
I don't think that's it. Why does everybody, every time there's some kind of emergency, why does everybody go to the toilet paper? Like, the toilet paper is the water. I couldn't the water.
Okay, what I get? See now,
Why do they go to the toilet paper?
that's the thing I don't get is like why bread and milk, the two things is gonna, that's gonna
Make you lactose intolerant. I mean,
yeah, one make lactose intolerant, make it go to the bathroom, but 2, it's like things that spoil the fastest, milk. I mean, it's gonna be holed up for a while when you get something's gonna last, right?
it's
Canned goods.
beans, like
Yeah.
Canned goods, get all those back there. I don't get it. It's kind of crazy. It's very odd, but I am, astonished by how crazy everything is. Like, I understand that, like, the snow's coming, but like, let's be real. Like, this snow's probably gonna last. It's gonna be on the ground until like maybe next week. So we're talking about spending 3, 4, 5 days. Like, why are you grabbing like 7 months worth?
Well, and the thing is like Louisville is way more prepared now than we were in '98. Because in '98, when it snowed, was like 12 inches, something like that. 98, it shut the city down for a week, like a good week. I don't think that's going to happen. We have more snow plows. We already started salting the streets. We already started brining the streets. Everything's kind of getting, already.
everyone's closed.
We already prepped everything, so we should be okay. But man, I'm telling you right now, sledding at Joe Creason Park is going to about to be real, baby. Heck yeah, I would. I'm not that old, man. No, I'm telling you right now, the best sled ever. Marley and I made a sled out of cardboard and garbage bags. And that thing was
The best
fast.
thing that can get wet.
No. See, the thing is, you take the cardboard and you wrap it in like a garbage bag, get some duct tape, you tape it shut. And the thing is that the plastic that they use for garbage bags when it hits that snow, it's like super slick. So it's like super, super fast. The only problem is like if you hit like a rock or something, it rips.
So there's no friction to stop you from running into the street and getting hit by a car.
I mean, dude, there's like a mile between the bottom of the hill and
I mean, there's no friction. You just slide.
That's the idea.
I went sledding before, and not that fun. Because it's good for a good 10 seconds really going down, but then you gotta walk all the way back up the hill.
That's the fun part, man.
And like 3 feet of snow, like up to your knees. I mean,
Was
you're probably the one like sits inside and says, "Oh, he fell down."
Oh man, I love the sled. Give me a good inner tube, even. Ah, so much fun.
Yeah.
Snowball fights.
The only waffles they had left in the grocery store were blueberries, so you know it's going to be bad.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I got my 24 pack of Egos. I got mine before they ran out. There's certain things that just get hit real hard on these emergency.
Like we went to get some water, all the sweat cans gone, all the pepper cans gone. You know what's left? Ginger ale. Like, well, like.
I mean, everybody just calm down. Like, it's gonna be like 40 next week. Like, Wednesday's gonna be the snow's not gonna be around that long. So y'all sleep in the
Next week's gonna be 45 degrees and sunny outside.
everybody's going a little bit over the military investment. It's not out to the regular folks. They were getting them people in and out. You have to go get your own basket. There are no baskets. You have to go to like one of the baskets return and just find your own basket.
I mean, had to,
Funny story. I was leaving with my dad from the Kroger and like Coachborn, and this lady came up to me and said, "Hey, can I have a basket?" I'm like, "Yeah, I sell some food in it. Can I get it out?" And she's like, "No, I want your basket." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Hold on a second." And she was like, I'm like opening the car and she's like taking the basket. I'm like, "Wait, I still have stuff in there." And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, "Okay, now you can take the basket." So I'm like, "Okay, wait." I mean, come on, man.
I'm telling you, man, this is it, man. It's like every disaster movie. What's that one with Dennis Quaid where like it's the Hurricane Winter? I'm gonna say Better Day Tomorrow, but that's not it. It's Help Me, Rock, help me.
That is
I think the Day After Tomorrow was one about nuclear explosion. It was in the 80s.
That's the nuke.
I know what you're talking about. I can see this one where the whole thing, everything was freezing.
Yes.
Everything was freezing. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, that movie. What's it called?
I can't remember that. But I remember it. I just remember how ridiculous it was. Like they opened the door and all of a sudden the whole inside of the building is gonna freeze.
Yes.
Yeah, like the storms like coming and like everyone's like freezing solid, like they're like running on the beach and like
No.
I just remember the one.
I'm gonna have to Google it.
The one where the guys in the desert froze. Remember that?
Yes.
And then like
Yes.
and then like some guy like in like Antarctica like bumped to death somehow because of like and like to like 5 tornadoes like touched down in like Russia. I'm like
Yeah.
That was definitely good. I can't remember the other. Both good. That was during our era of natural disaster movies.
Yes. Yeah, that one.
My
Yeah,
dad made me watch this movie. I was called Sharknado. The worst CGI possible. There's like 8 movies. Sharknado Returns. Sharknado Liberty Storm. Sharknado The Return Again. Like
dude, Sharknado's hilarious. I mean,
it is.
it is
The
hilarious.
CGI is so bad. I'm like, Dad, I want to watch Sharknado. He's like, no. Because you watch me watch the first movie. It was
Okay.
okay.
before it was. I just remember that scene where they're walking and it's like the top of a ball. The top of
Yeah, then they fall through.
and his friend falls into the top of the ball. It was like both of
So before we get back on sports,
yeah.
have you seen the new Masters of the Universe
Oh yes.
preview?
Yeah, it is gas.
Really?
It is so good.
I'm so excited.
Really? Because I was like,
The corporate job.
this is the best they could do.
The sword.
Dude, the movie, yes, the one with
terrible.
they've all been terrible.
Okay, first of all, that's the only Masters of the Universe movie that was ever made with that goofy little sound,
The little music device.
little musical device. I mean, Skeletor was that was the worst, and that was like right in the midst of He-Man being a thing. And you would have thought that whoever made that movie had never seen He-Man a day in his life.
How could you not see He-Man? Because it was like, as a kid growing up, He-Man was like the number one cartoon.
He made. I watch all the Masters of the Universe. My dad was just scrolling. He's like, "Hey Jay, watch this." I have the power. And like this guy just raises a sword. Oh, it's Skeletor. And like, my dad's what's it, Sheila and like Thundercats and all that. And my dad's making me watch all this. He's like, we gotta go watch it, Dre. And then
it at least looks like He-Man. That was the biggest thing with Masters of the Universe one back in the 80s. Was that it didn't even look like He-Man. Like, I don't know what they were.
That was Dolph Lundgren.
It was like He-Man meets like Highlander. It was weird. It was a very weird movie. It was terrible. They're at least trying to do it right in the So give them a break. It at least looks like Adam. It looks like
He looks like Adam.
Head arms instead of feet.
I mean, but it's kind of weird though because he finds the sword at like a Comic-Con.
it's just the ad. It's just the advertising. You gotta watch the actual movie first.
It's not how he became He-Man.
I think
he was shuttled to a new world. He was shuttled to Earth to hide from
Skeletor. Corporate job.
I may, you know what? You know, when it comes to this, I may be old and jaded.
He's already ready to complain, y'all. The movie ain't even come out.
Get off my lawn. Yes.
I'm super excited about it. I will tell you, I am super excited about it. I'm very excited to see Masters of the Universe. So, that's good. Next says the Doomsday movie is going to be better. Now, Avengers Doomsday, I will agree that,
Well, you know what? I was kind of iffy about that too until like the first two teaser trailers, the one with Thor and the one with Captain America. I was kind of like, I'm not seeing where they're going,
bro.
Maybe.
It's going to be,
but the one they showed at the mansion with X-Men, and you got to see Cyclops go full bore with the with his laser beam eyes, and you got to see the Sentinels walking in the background. I was like, okay, this I can get behind.
It looks good.
2026 has to be the best CEO for movies of all time. You got Spider-Man.
Doom 3.
You have Dune 3. I've never watched Dune 2 yet, but Dune 3 must be pretty good.
It's gonna be really good. I love Dune. I love Dune 2. And I think Dune 3 is gonna be really good. That's the first gonna be excellent. Spider-Man Brand New Day looks like that's gonna be pretty good. I'm a big movie person.
Well, I think they also may come out the part 2 of the Spider-Man animated series. I think it's also coming out December.
I believe X-Men 97 season 2 will be coming out soon, which is a humongous hit. There's a lot of good movies and shows upcoming. I know you all tuned in for our movie and television show review.
Yes.
That's exactly it.
And for all my anime nerds, for all of y'all who know, Jujutsu Kaisen season 3, episodes 1 and 2 are now out in English dub version. So go to your whether it's Crunchyroll, whether it's Diktune, y'all know where to find the anime at. Jujutsu Kaisen is The bomb. I watched them all. My son got me hooked on.
I watched the first episode of One Piece.
Oh, nice. Did you? Like,
Look at you.
Like the very first episode?
Yes.
Okay, so you're just.
And I just lost interest in it because it was like,
Oh, great.
oh my gosh, bro.
Slow burn.
It's
You gotta watch
it's like so many seasons, so many episodes.
Oh, it is.
I just can't sit down and watch some kid just find a piece of coin. I mean,
I'm on episode 1074. Something like that. So you got a few episodes. You got if you just watch it and stick with it,
You'll get hooked.
you know, it's gonna be.
You know what? It's like Dragon Ball Z.
I never seen that in my life.
Dragon Ball Z is awesome, but you have to prepare yourself to have fight scenes that last like 12 episodes for one fight.
Fight scenes that, oh my god.
But it's worth it because the build up.
Build up.
Yes, the build up to the fight, the training sequence, it's just awesome.
Go ahead in shorts and a t-shirt and see what happens.
He took me a screenshot saying that, bro, it's not gonna get over green. Well, maybe it's not. The point being is that you all don't need to like gather animals 2 by 2. There are people that are prepared that we're gonna be in the house for like a month. Like, that's all I'm saying. You know, we did a week first. People are going way too over. That was my whole point to this whole thing was just that, you know, there's no need to, because first of all the people that are doing that are horizontal food, I guarantee you, they have 84,000 tons of stuff at their crib already. Because people that hoard all that stuff already have a bunch of it at the house. They got freezers in the basement with all kinds of meat and everything, stored in here. So that's my only point. You know, that's all I'm saying is that we should keep
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, do you guys think in the Super Bowl it's going to be Patriots Seahawks again?
Well, I mean, the Broncos are without their starting quarterback. You know, Bo Nix.
Well, Peyton Manning, he's on carry. They signed Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning already got signed. He got signed. Remember when Bo Nix got out, they signed him like 2 days later. Peyton Manning. No, he's gonna do good. He's gonna carry. But they're gonna lose.
Maybe Eli Manning, his younger
Eli
brother.
sucks. Eli's terrible. Drew Brees has to be the go. The Tom Brady hype terrible. I like Drew Brees.
Hold up. Stop, Dre. Stop. You know what? Stop.
Drew Brees
No,
the go.
stop, Dre.
Drew Brees
Stop.
Drew Brees is
Stop.
the
Drop.
GOAT.
Stop. No.
You know who's the next?
Tom Brady is the GOAT.
Tyler Shuck is gonna be a new Drew Brees. You know why? Because I see it in him.
You see it in him?
He's gonna carry. Yeah.
You know what? The passion is there, but Tom Brady's the GOAT. You know, I'm a Tom Brady hater, and Raashaan can contest. I was never a big Tom Brady fan, but have to give the Tom. He is the greatest of all time. Like, and it's not even close. I mean, as far as quarterback's concerned, it's not even close. He's the greatest of all time, and everybody else is like a distant second.
How about Patrick Mahomes? Is he pretty good?
I mean, he's good, but he's not Tom Brady good.
I don't know.
I mean, Tom Brady went with bums.
I'm with bums. Same thing with the Chiefs.
I mean,
he turned the franchise around.
Well, first of all, the Chiefs were already halfway decent before he got there. Number one.
No, it was not. No,
They were there.
They were the bottom feeders. They're like
okay.
the Tennessee Titans.
They were
but then
okay.
Patrick Mahomes came around and turned the franchise around.
And then the franchise got cheap. They stopped getting them top shelf wide receivers. And
he still won the Super Bowl.
But this is what you get. When you lose all your offensive talent, this is what you get. All you have is an old Kelsey and nobody else to throw to. And this is what happens. He did. You should talk about beat the Falcons with? We're backups. Yeah.
But I tell you what, we're gonna go ahead. Top of the hour's on the way. We have so much more to get into. We still have to go to basketball. I want to ask David about that. Championship. We want to see what has Indiana changed the sport. Have they changed what it means to be a champion in college football? That has much more. You listen to your 502, and we'll be back. In third grade, you know, we live in the studio, 96.1 FM, 1458 X Sports Radio. And I just want to take the time to remind everybody that the first store in Jeffersonville is helping Kentuckiana move better and feel better every day. We are dealing with arthritis, knee pain, back pain, or just spend all day on the field work. They have you covered. The first provider system is designed to improve balance, alignment, and overall comfort. Athletes can see better stability and performance. Everyday workers get the relief they need to keep going strong. Schedule your appointment today by calling 812-725-0208 or visit feetfirststore.com to book online. You can find Feet First at the 2781 Jefferson Way in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Make sure you go out there, give a yell to my man Chris Cannon, let him know the Wake Up 502 and Raashaan Myers sent you, and we can get you together. But I tell you what, fellas, as we always have at the start of hour number 2, we got to get the man on, the mental legend himself. Jay Has is live. Jay Has, good morning, brother.
The greatest of all time.
Yep.
How you doing?
What's up, sir? What's up? What's going on, man? How you doing, sir?
Dr. J. Has, what's up, man?
Doing well, man. Doing well, Jay. How you doing? Are you staying warm, man?
Man, I'm saying good. I'm like the cookie bomb.
There you go. There you go. So what you got for me this morning, brother?
Man, you know, there's always something going on with Raashaan Myers and, you know, and Hayden Harris. And somebody's always dancing or boogalooing or like the number one sports show. You know, so that's what it is, man. We got up today, Raashaan Myers. I got a special guest at Hayden Harris. We're going to boogaloo at his party next weekend. So, John Fogle, good morning. How you doing, sir? I'm doing great, brother. How you doing? Right here, Raashaan Myers, get it.
John, good morning, brother. How you doing? Long time no see. How you doing?
It has been a long time, brother. You hope well or what?
I'm doing well, man. And, you know, if these little Cardinals can get together, some people stay out my back, it would be better. But, you know how it is now. But you know, talk about a party. I know if you got something going on, it's going to be a numero uno. So what you got for it?
Well, man, you know, I got to take our man off. He's called in cars sometimes. You know, they give me a hard time.
Oh, I know.
Next Saturday, the 31st, I got my back and flag. Looks like a down.
Oh, did the Rebels get done?
No, it's like we lost them.
I don't know what happened. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go, there you go.
Yeah, we got you now.
Say again. I don't know. I thought the Rebels got you for a second.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I was saying that I'm having my event back in Black Prayer in the Biscuit Lounge come Saturday, January 31st from 8 to midnight.
Okay, cool. And I know, like I said, anytime you do a party or an event, man, it's always
Huge.
humongous. It's top of the line.
Next level.
So like, you know, folks that want to get out there and check out what you do.
Yes, sir. They can go to eventbrite.com and search for Back in Black, Little Black Prayer, and it'll take you right to the web page and all the details. I got the seven line of entertainment. I got DJ Don Q on South Patrol. I got Billy J and friends. I'm going to play live. I also got a young lady named Lisa May who's going to play live. I got a young lady that's Ebony Belly down from Cincinnati coming down.
Oh, wow.
Her thing. And then I got two world-class models, Miss Paula Anderson and Miss Danielle Buzzing, who was Miss Earth USA, who's also Miss Earth Kentucky. They're going to be my hosts on the red carpet as they interview some of the celebrities and performers that's going to take part in the event that evening.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, every time this man does something, you
It's always next level, man.
Yeah, it's always an event. So make sure you guys go out there, all Black Apparel on Eventbrite. Check out John, patronize him, all the great things he does. I know that, you know, we always have fun at those events. But fellas, while I have y'all on here, I know both of y'all, you know, big into Louisville basketball, big into what's been going on. Louisville's been going through some rough times, fellas, but we did get the news today that Michael Brown Jr. looks like he's back and he's going to play. Like, do you think that this kid is going to make the difference? Do you still need to see more? How y'all feeling about it, though?
let me tap in real quick. I definitely feel like Brown is going to help because of something that we have missed these last. How many games you been out? 8 games?
8 games since December 13th.
Yeah, it's been a minute. You know, so I'm glad he's back. Hopefully he can, pick up where he left off because he was killing him when he was out there.
Yeah. I mean, 17, almost 16 and a half, almost 17 points per game. 5 and a half, almost 6 assists per game. So I think you might miss that a little bit now. Jay's been rough on coach. Jay's been the coach. He's been busted all the coaches. He was busting Coach Brown during the football season. He was kind of rough on Coach Kelsey last week. Jay, do you feel any better after they beat down Pittsburgh? Are you any happy?
No.
Yeah, I'm not down here now. I'm careful with progression going on right there, Raashaan. But Kevin Brown Jr., the McDonald's All-American, I'm glad he's back. He's going to put a major impact back to the program. He's going to do some things, defensive end, also offensive end, and moving the ball and changing things up. Over Wednesday, when this young man is back, the pressure's on now. That's just got to have a fitness every game now.
See, look, I like that. See, thank you, Jay. I appreciate you being nice, not only fussing about Coach Kelsey, you're not fussing about being angry. So, all you needed was a little Michael Brown news to get Jay back. Fellas, I definitely appreciate that. John, thank you for calling in and making sure to let everybody know what's going on. I appreciate y'all, fellas. I don't know if y'all going to be down there at the game today, man, but hopefully y'all enjoy it. We'll see what Michael does, and I appreciate your time, man. There we go. Down forward with their ass checking in this morning. Good people, baby.
Very good people.
John always puts on that A, like,
A list.
it's crazy. Every time I go to one of these parties, it's like,
Super next level.
literally. Get out there and get right there. All that. But I tell you what, man, we have so much to get into, fellas. We have a lot going on. We're going to get back into the breakdown of what you all want to see today. But before we do, we got to, of course, give Paul to the call. Indiana, who got it done, amazing, like, just an absolutely amazing championship. Indiana, Miami, brawl for it all, Hard Rock Stadium, and, in Miami's home field.
Okay, stop. Can you? Does Miami ever really have home field advantage?
I mean, well, first of all, it's a championship. It's a lot more control. But Indiana did get in the field.
It was like 60-40 Indiana
It
fans.
was like 60% Indiana. It was impressive. But apparently Indiana, they found like a loophole in the system to be able to get more tickets. That's the way I understood it. It's like they found some loophole and they all shared it. So they were able to like double their ticket allotment. Some kind of okay. Like, from what I understood, they had some technical on it. I don't know if you made some moves.
They say that Indiana does have like the largest fan base. Alumni base of almost. Yeah.
Great. But I mean, Indiana, they came in. It was a great game. Okay, so first of all, what did you all think about the game? Like, I thought it was a very well played game. I thought all the stars go well. I thought Miami legitimately had a shot.
What?
What did you all think about it?
I got this.
Go ahead, Dre.
Mendoza, best quarterback of all time.
Oh, wow.
I will compare him to Tim Tebow because I can see him put the team on his back, breaking tackles, and running into the end zone. And I was at Drake's and I watched this. And Indian fans like, oh my gosh, Mendoza! Oh my goodness! And then on defense, a terrible underthrown ball gets picked off, and I kneel it out. That's just a good game. I thought it was gonna be a blowout, but I guess Miami did have a really good defense. I guess you would say. I mean, it was all three phases of football: offense, defense, and special teams.
Well,
With the block punt, because that guy when blocking didn't even touch a soul. He just kind of sat there and he got blocked.
No, right there, Dre, is honestly, I feel like special teams is really different in the game.
That's what cost Miami the game. A special teams had it.
Field goal missed at the end of the first half.
Yep.
And then that blocked field goal.
That was,
That's 10 points. That's a 10-point score.
that's the game. With that, Miami wins by 3,
Yeah.
but City lose by 6. So it's just, it was a great game. It took Miami a whole half to figure out what they wanted to do. To me, it was like they were just being too passive. And what changed Miami is that once they got their starting DB back, because he was knocked out for targeting, so he had to sit out the first half, and he had a true freshman that only played I think like one game to take his place. So they kind of backed off Indiana's receivers because they had a true freshman out there, and they didn't want to expose them. But once they got their starter back and they were able to play that clamp down defense, the game changed. Miami controlled the third quarter and the fourth quarter. Like it was like balls to the wall. Everybody was just scoring and defensive hits, and it was a great game. But hey, you have to give it IU. They undefeated, 16-0, magical season. Yeah, magical season. But more important than that, this game, above all else, may have changed college football forever. Well, because think about it, because IU was literally the losingest program in Division I history.
Or saying that the national championship's going to change every year.
It's not going to change every year, but now it's giving other teams hope to where beforehand, teams like Kentucky, IU, and Kansas State, and pick a whole bunch of other teams that like kind of at the bottom of their conferences, they never had a shot of playing for the national title because they could never get enough talent to beat the big guys, right? Yeah. You just couldn't do it. And if you could get talent, you can get starting talent to compete, but there's no way you can get depth. So if guys got hurt or they got tired, you can sub them in and you wouldn't lose a drop off. But what IU has shown, you got a hell of a coach, some decent money behind you. Yeah, you could do this.
The one thing that I would caution you, and this is my opinion on it, is that I agree with you that it can happen, but
it's still unlikely.
The thing is this: Indiana, you can say that Indiana, you talk about Indiana's NIL, you talk about all that stuff, but Indiana really didn't win this championship because they had a great amount of NIL. If you look at how many of those guys were like no-star dudes or 3-star dudes that just became monsters. So many of those guys that were impact players were like, quote unquote Miami rejects, the people that.
But a lot of guys came from JMU.
That's what I'm saying.
They came from James Madison, who also made the playoffs.
On a lot of players that ended up becoming impact high-level guys. That's the one thing I caution about that is that there's a lot of teams that are spending a lot of money on people that are considered to be the best players out there. And those Indiana guys who weren't nearly rated as high just outplayed them. So, like, to take that for granted that anybody can go in there and play with those guys.
Well, the thing is, like, so one of the things to look at, you have the playoffs, you have coaching. And this makes me think about, like, if we had a 12-team playoff in 2004, when Louisville arguably had probably the best team in Louisville history, how far could that 2004 team have gone?
All the way.
I think that team was one of the best. I mean, to me, that Boise State team and that Louisville team that year were two of the best teams in the country.
Yes, and think about it, if they had a 12-team playoff back then, how far could Boise State have gone? Or Boise State the year after, when they beat Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl. Like, how far could that Boise State team have gone in the 12-team playoff? So, like, having a playoff and then having the NIL era with the transfer portal, man, has kind of evened things out. And you no longer see, it's like you're going to start seeing teams that you never would have seen before step up. Because let's be honest, Ole Miss and Texas A&M, yes, they're the SEC, but they're not like the big name brands of the SEC, right? It's Ole Miss. Ole Miss has been good forever. Texas A&M has just been all right. They've always had money, but they've always just been just all right. Yeah.
Did like Oregon, like they had like all like top 100 prospects.
Yeah, they like Oregon had like
4 stars, the 5 stars.
5 stars everywhere.
But then you saw that when you have not only a coaching advantage, but a motivational advantage,
Yeah.
that Indiana won because of that.
Yeah. Guys, super close, but a team that knew their system. You had an awesome coach. This like catching light in a bottle. Like I said, this is like Bobby 1.0. Or when Charlie Strong was here, the last 2 seasons he was here, and he had a little monster team. You get these, catch that light in a bottle, and you can just ride it all the entire season.
And the biggest reason that I just say I caution is because everybody's saying like I feel like these Kentucky people talk about, oh, Will Stein could be the next to be the next Kirk Cignetti. I'm like, well, first of all, there's a big difference between Will Stein and Kirk Cignetti. Kirk Cignetti was a successful football coach, head coach, at multiple different levels. Before he got the job, he had already proved it. You heard what he said, look me up, I win, that's what I do. Will Stein has never been a head coach of any football game ever again. So, let's just calm down. That's the whole thing. Even with the Louisville people talking about, okay, everybody should be able to do it. I think it's going to put a lot more pressure on these coaches. But I would just caution to say, it still took a perfect storm of things that happened for Indiana.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, you got to catch that light in the bottle. And that's exactly what IU did. And he did they caught light in the bottle for 2 straight years. So,
but I mean, most of those guys came up from the JMU had
yeah.
They didn't lose, Kirk getting chose right at quarterback.
So it makes a big difference, and we'll see, and we'll see what happens. And this is, to me, if anything, this is going to put a little bit more pressure on Braum, because Braum has had talented teams here, and was just never able to kind of. Yes. They have, and I have no idea what this quarterback that we have now is going to look like.
Hosting?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be good. I think we're gonna make the 12-team playoff. That's what I think.
I mean, we should have made the 12-team playoff last year.
I mean, we had Miller Moss.
Last year was Shuck.
Oh yeah, Shuck.
Yeah, I mean, should have made the 12-team playoff.
I've seen his ball throwing against Stanford. Yeah.
We just got to find out if he can start.
Yeah.
Because A, you got to find out if he can make a starting quarterback, and then B, once teams start to game plan against what he does well, can he make the adjustments to be able to continue to make it? But we have no idea.
We don't. But
my biggest thing with Coach was I feel like Jeff Brown would know more about Devontae Adams and would have more
Deuce
Adams. We would have more. Deuce Adams, but to me, would have seemed to have more handle on the system and been in the system for a couple of years than anything P-Post could do, and Brown let them walk, to Wisconsin. So, I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of eyes on does Deuce win that quarterback position at Wisconsin. And if he does, people are going to be evaluating and comparing those two offenses.
Oh yeah, and there's going to be things like how's our defense look, how the recruits are plugging in, how is our high school recruiting, because high school recruiting still matters. How's all that kind of meshed together, and that's what that's what's going to be interesting to see how all that matters. And with this next year's Louisville team, it's to me it's a giant question mark. Except for running game, that's one thing we know is going to be on point.
Running game is going to be ridiculous.
Yes, the running game is going to be ridiculous. That's going to be on point. So even if clean host is bad, we can still just hand the ball off, and we can just run 80% of the time and probably still win 8 games.
I mean, what was the right thing? They brought in the offensive line. They're a lot better, or at least they should be a lot better on the offensive line this year. And I think that makes a world of difference moving forward. I think that, to me, the biggest thing is going to be figuring out if the quarterback can play. And I don't even know if you have a backup. Because probably who's the guy that's probably another quarterback. It was some quarterback they brought in, some other kind of like low quarterback. But it's going to pretty much be King-Holes. I don't think that Prince Terry is going to be ready. So I mean, it literally just falls on King-Holes. Is he ready? And, Brown is taking this game on it, and I just hope it works out. Like I said, I hope it works out. I don't know, but I agree with you. The pressure is definitely going to be on. There's more money than was spent this year. The owners have stepped up and given everything that they can. So while there are a lot of coaches that, because of what Coach Simeone did this year, going to have pressure, there may not be more pressure on any other Power 5 coach to take that next step than what Jeff Brown has this year. And he's doing it against a lot more different this upcoming season
than last year. So next question is this. How much pressure let me ask questions. Does this take off any pressure from IU basketball now that IU football has become a power?
No, not at all. Not at all. Like, I think that IU fans are reveling in this football success, and they're reveling in the fact that they can't believe they won a national championship. So if you think that those old blue hairs down there on the court in Indiana are going to be happy with, where you can't get it together, all that basketball. Like, they looked good the other night, but they got blown out at Michigan earlier. Last Saturday. They got blown out at Michigan. They did go on the road and blow out Rutgers.
Yeah, it was Rutgers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, like, this does not take any credit off that. Indiana, Hoosier, they say that they created basketball. So no.
No, it was actually Rutgers, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, Rutgers basketball. I mean, I think coming into that game last night, Rutgers was like 9.
Yeah, because I was kind of hoping it would take at least a little pressure off of him. He'd be like,
I mean, it definitely
like take a breath.
I mean, during the breeze, this is the first year in the there was not super high expectations, but they did expect that they're going to make this a tournament. So I would say that if Indiana's on the bubble, I feel like they're going to float in the euphoria of this national championship. So I think that if anything, it buys the breeze next year. Like, if they end up on the wrong side of the bubble, I think they'll lose. But they're still not. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's about where they are. Like, I don't think it kind of lets them off the hook, but it definitely, if things don't go well this year, and they end up on the wrong side of the bubble, I think that they'll be. But, in Indiana, a lot like Louisville, they got to start, like, they beat off the teams this year, and they beat even the pretty good teams.
You just can't beat elite teams.
They can't beat the elite teams. They lost on the road at UK. They lost to Louisville on the field. Report, they got blown out by Michigan. Every time they've had an opportunity to be like a ranked team, they had the lead against Nebraska for 75% of the game, and then ended up losing to Nebraska at home. Kind of the same deal with we played Duke. It's like you had an opportunity and you let it slip. So,
what you gonna do?
You got to do something. Indiana's got a lot like Louisville. They have plenty of opportunities to squad one win, so they still have plenty of opportunity. Their resume's not terrible because they haven't had any bad losses yet, but they just don't have
any good wins. Yeah, and that's something that the Louisville's are looking for themselves. And
Louisville's resume is a little bit better than Indiana, but
no, because we're still missing that marquee win out. Virginia Tech is not going to be that marquee win. It'll be another good win, most likely against a tournament team.
We have Michael Brown back, so.
Well, Michael Brown back.
We're going to win, guys. Don't worry, you don't win.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, look.
Well, no, take that back. It's you and everybody that's still Ohio that's hating on IU.
I understand why Kentucky fans hate on Indiana football. They hate Indiana. Like, they have this irrational hate. But, like, I never understood why Louisville.
Oh, I totally get it.
We're not a rivalry.
No, we're not a rivalry, but the problem is Louisville fans think that should have been us. Like, yes, because it totally is, because that should have been us. We're the ones who've been on the collision course. IU never cared about football at all.
I have a question. They didn't play Miller Moss, so we should hand the banner like UCF did, because they didn't play Miller Moss. Yeah.
Well, honestly, if Braun would have been more patient, Mendoza would have been playing for us. And
yeah, I know.
it could be a completely different year with Mendoza's quarterback. But neither here nor there. I totally get why UL fans are angry, why they hate on IU, because that could have been us. We actually care about football. We actually invested in football. And IU just kind of lucked into Cincinnati, and for 2 years has been the best team in college football. And we've been trying to do this forever. Like we've always been on this collision course for this quote unquote national championship, and we went from conference to conference, upgraded conferences to get better in football. Yes, some of it's basketball. Let's be honest, almost all football driven. Yes, yes, it's like the Beverly Hillbillies. Hey, Mark Cuban went to our school. Let's set him up. It's just crazy, and it literally in 2 years, because before Cincinnati got there, they were okay. I was like Hoosiers. It's like the movie Hoosiers. And that's what makes it even worse. It's right. It's like Hoosiers. The story about the high school basketball team. It's the college football team win it all.
They'll make an ESPN episode called.
It'll be 30. This is going to be another 30 for 30. Yeah.
And they have this big resurgence, and they have this unbelievable season. Then you have the crushing loss in the college football playoff, and now all the guys come back.
But then they all come together.
Here comes the hot shot quarterback from California that's going to change their fortune, and then they go undefeated win it. Like, that is literally a movie.
It is.
Literally a movie.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. And that's why UL fans are like, dang, mother, nabbit. It's because that should have been us. All the money we put in football, I doesn't even care about football.
They just found out they have a football team like 2 years ago. I mean,
Congratulations, Congratulations, because they do show that it's possible. That it's no longer the good old boys.
They did it. And the thing is, and this is why the college football playoff is so important. Because without the playoffs, almost none of this would have happened. Literally none of this would have happened. If this was still BCS ball, IU wouldn't have been ranked as high as they were, because they got ranked as high as they were because of what they did last year, right? And without that success from last year, without the playoffs, I mean, it's just amazing. It is literally just amazing.
Hey, you know what little friends do best? Blame the ref.
Blame the ref.
Yeah, just blame the refs. Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, man, let's go ahead and let's get this last break. When we come back, we got 2 more housekeeping items, plus we got to break down this Louisville Virginia Tech game. I want to know what fellas want to see out there.
An NFL champion Sunday. I know you do.
See. See.
You know, let's go about to the sideline, David Harris. It's Eric Preston, and we'll be back. come back. That last segment of the show, wake up 502, Raashaan Myers. Haven Harrison, intern Dre, taking care of you this morning. We are talking all things in the world of sports. We're going to touch on a little bit of everything we've done. Global basketball, football, movies, reviews.
Oh yeah, I have a question too. What do you think is the best movie of all time?
The best movie of all time. Haven Harrison, you got one on that? I definitely have one. My favorite.
I mean, I know my favorite movie of all time, but maybe probably one of the most impactful movies. A lot of people consider to be. I know, like a lot of people consider like The Godfather to be like one of the greatest movies of all time.
Godfather.
And I'm going to admit something here to you guys. I've never seen The Godfather.
Neither have I. I was going to say the same thing. I've never seen The Godfather.
I was going to say maybe like Citizen Kane.
Not,
or Orson Welles.
Not Interstellar or not Interstellar.
Interstellar. I love Interstellar. I love The Martian. Now my favorite movie of all time is Malcolm X. That's in the top 10.
Yeah, I figured.
That's a
great movie. Dre, what's your favorite? What do you think?
Greatest movie of all time? Man, I'm gonna go recent. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do two. I like Volcano.
Really?
And then I like The Thunderbolts. That's a really fun movie.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
So for me, my favorite movie is Breakfast Club. Love Breakfast Club and always loved Breakfast Club.
That is a classic.
It is a timeless classic. It is good for any generation. It's like evergreen. Everything. Dre, have you ever seen Breakfast Club?
No.
Great movie. Great movie. You get the top, you let up on those fires. Dad, I want to watch Breakfast Club. I want to learn about life as a high schooler.
In the 80s.
Literally every movie in the 80s is about that.
Yes.
High School Senior.
Yes.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Some kid doesn't.
But the thing about the Breakfast Club is those cliques and those groups, those different types of people coming together. Like, that's the same anywhere, any era. It's always those same groups. So, like, while it's an 80s movie, it doesn't find it. I love it. Great movie. That's my favorite. As far as the great movie of all time, I'm going with E.T.
Oh. That thing is a little ball of dough.
Boo. So, you know what?
Raisin.
You know what? I think low-key might be like my favorite, like, what I would consider, even though I know it's not, but like I just want to Ready Player One.
That's actually a good movie. That's
Really?
actually a really good movie.
I started, but I can never like finish it.
Why? That's a great movie. Like Jumanji, just not Jumanji. Just.
I don't like Jumanji.
Hey, so fellas, I gotta ask y'all about this. Been in the news always. It's not global specific, but it's definitely college basketball. Unless you've been under a rock, you've heard that Charles Bediako, the former Alabama big man, who left 2 years ago, he played 2 years in Alabama, okay, put his name in the NBA draft, was not drafted, has played in the G League, being picked up by a couple of NBA teams a couple of times, but either because of injury or because of just not being good enough, he didn't see the score. But he did sign 3 NBA contracts, a couple of NBA contracts as well as so basically, Charles Bediako tried to come back to college because
You can't do that.
In the NBA.
Well,
He hadn't played in the game, even though he signed a couple of NBA contracts. He decided he wanted to try to come back to school. NCAA told him that he was not eligible.
Yeah.
You were in college. Once you forfeit your eligibility once you pick the draft. If you already played college basketball.
I think what you signed that contract, all 3 of those contracts you signed, that is by definition. LeBron James just can't just come back and say, I'm gonna play for
So the thing is that Bediako found a judge who just happens to be Haven Harrison, a Alabama booster.
a 6 A 6-digit
Alabama
booster.
that gives him a restraining order, that prohibits the NCAA from taking action allowing Charles to play today against Tennessee, in the Tennessee-Alabama game, until their hearing next Tuesday.
LeBron, if you're hearing us, you can come play with us a little bit.
Like literally. So what do you like? Is this fair ball, foul ball? Should Bediako be allowed to play? He says that he's only played 2 years. He's never stepped on the NBA court. He feels like he should still have eligibility.
If he touches that court during an NBA game, during a college basketball game, even if it's during warm-ups, that's going to change the entire NCAA rulebook. Because that's not fair. You can't just let someone leave, not get drafted, sign a contract, 3, by the way, not even 1, 3, get paid on a 10-day contract, 2-way deals, and then come back saying, I didn't play any basketball, so I can please come back. You can't do that.
I agree with Dre.
You just can't.
100%, Dre. I'm with Dre on this one. This is horrible. This sets a horrible precedent.
And the judge is wrong too.
But
he's probably getting money out of that too.
He should recruit. I mean, he should recuse himself, because the first judge recused himself because he's an Alabama fan. So he should recuse himself as well, because he's a booster. But even with that being the case, this just lines up even more with SEC motto, which is it's not. It means more. It's if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yes.
And the funny thing about the way that they wrote up this restraining order is that the judge not only said that he felt Charles Bediako should play, but they said that if Charles is found to be ineligible, that the NCAA cannot penalize Alabama or do anything to them if they play him. And I'm like, that feels like you're overstepping. How are you going to tell the NCAA how they should view it?
Can they appeal that?
Technically, they can. Will they? Probably not. But the problem is, it's like you and Sean said earlier, the precedence that sets is horrible, because now this means that everybody who's in the G League that has signed NBA contracts that's technically never played, but even though they got paid, it's not going to try to come back because it can make more money in college.
I say cut that off the stake now and don't let them play. Just appeal.
Man, things just get worse and worse and worse for high school seniors. It I mean, unless you're like a 5-star. They are.
Just disband the conference. Disband it. Like the Pac-12. Disband.
Like, we can't have nice things.
All in pursuit of money.
Like, yeah, all greed and money. It's all greed and money. So I'm very interested to see how this whole thing plays out. And see if Bediako actually does play there. I mean, from the way it looks like,
He's going to play.
they know.
He
Like,
is,
play. He's like, this young man's coming back and getting his degree.
Young man, he has a kid.
I'm like, yo.
That's like 30 years old.
He has a wife and kids at home. Like, come on, man.
It's ridiculous. I hate it. I'm very annoyed by it, but I cannot wait to see this. I want to see if we go to the
It's almost like, to me, it's almost as annoying as like the 30-year-old guy who still has like 1 year college eligibility left, who's been in college. Like, I know this is Tyler Shuck, who I'm talking about, who was married and in school for like 8 years.
Guys sometimes a little bit older, but like when you were a college basketball player, and you knew that you were forfeiting your right to be a college player when you left after you left. So for you to try to say, "Oh, well, now I'm going to come back,"
No,
you made money from the Philadelphia 76 paid you a check. The San Antonio Spurs paid you a check. Once you get a check,
you're a pro. You're a pro.
Pro. I agree.
So look, we got 10 minutes left. We would be remiss if we didn't talk at least 5 minutes of championship NFL football.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the NFL. It's the king of sports.
Yeah.
It's the king of sports.
The king.
Dre, am I wrong?
Nope, you're not wrong.
Thank you. Dre.
Championship Sunday.
Look, I'm gonna let y'all say, look, I'm gonna turn my microphone off. Y'all can say whatever y'all want, and then I'll mute y'all.
What?
All your thoughts out. We ain't talking that.
Why?
The funky Patriots and the ugly Denver Broncos versus the annoying Los Angeles Rams and the sleepy Seattle Seahawks.
That's because you're like Sam Darnold.
Home of the 12s.
What do y'all think about them four terrible teams playing for? Go ahead, y'all. I ain't gonna say that. Go ahead, y'all.
I mean, I was hoping the Bears were going to make it.
Bears?
Yeah, I was hoping the Bears. I was hoping Caleb was going to get it done, but
He
unfortunately,
doesn't.
they did not. So, you know what? First things first. Let's break down Patriots, Broncos. What you got?
Patriots win. Bo Nix is out. I don't think the backup's going to have what it takes, to be honest. The defense of the Patriots, Christian Gonzalez is a dog. Them Bucks are going to lose. Patriots go Super Bowl.
So you got the Patriots, huh?
Yeah.
Me too. I think
31-10. 31-10.
Yeah, I could see that because the losing Bo Nix was huge. The man was on fire. He was playing phenomenally
It didn't
well.
seem like he broke his ankle at all, though.
No, he broke his ankle on the last run where he went out of bounds and got hit out of bounds. That's where he broke his ankle.
But he
And-
walked off, though. It didn't seem like.
And-
I thought you were muted.
I thought you was on mute.
I am with myself, but I just want to say that there is well, but out that he may have gotten hurt
Kneeling the ball.
Well, no, I know. Actually,
That is the scuttlebutt is that he got hurt doing the time the kneel the game out.
no,
Okay, now I'm going back on this.
okay. He was actually hurt before then, but kneeling it. But he came back out and kneeled it because he wanted to.
But he walked off fine, though.
No, he was still kind of limpy, is walking off fine. But
limping with
yeah.
a broken ankle.
well, the thing is, like, you have to understand, like, once you got your adrenaline, you're geeked up.
Adrenaline?
Yeah.
With a broken ankle.
Yes. You'd be
So
surprised.
let's say, I'm playing football, right?
Yeah, what you do.
And I get tackled.
But you
And I break my femur in two. And I say, okay, a little hurts a little bit, walk it off,
hey,
and keep playing.
yes.
And I'm like,
You know how cold it is out there? You're numb. First of all, you're numb because it's cold.
I'm numb. Okay.
You're numb because it's cold too. But talking all about adrenaline, yeah, you're gonna keep moving. Plus, it was a fracture. It wasn't like a break. It was just like a fracture. Like
A fracture.
a fracture is like a little hairline fracture. There's nothing, it's going to. Of course, he can't play, but it's
Be like Justin Hobo. Put some Advil, some icy hot, and get him back out there.
actually that's what they do. They do shoot you up with a bunch of painkiller drugs.
Yeah, like get what's his name? The horse racer. That got suspended.
Oh yes. I know you're talking about the Raashaan. Take yourself off me to give us that famous trainer. Okay, just forget him. My mind.
Where's
mine
Bob
is-
Ross? Where's it?
It's not Bob Ross. That's the white guy, the afro that paints.
What?
What you mean? He really did mute us. He really did mute us. We're muted.
Yeah. What's his name?
Bob Baffert.
Bob Baffert. Showing Bob Baffert stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But I agree with you. Without Bo Nix, I don't see the Broncos winning, giving the Patriots.
Okay,
And a
Seahawks
big
win. Okay.
You
Oh
think
yeah, and Louisville wins. Just by the way.
Seahawks over the Rams? You know what? That's a game that,
Matthew Stafford's old as dope. Okay.
you know what? Okay, this is where I'm agree with Raashaan. I don't like either of the teams. I really don't care who wins between the Rams and Seahawks. I don't like Sam Darnold.
You don't?
No, I don't.
I love Sam Darnold. He's so good. He turned his career around.
He did turn his career around, but I'm not for either of his teams.
He went to the worst coach franchise of all time, the Jets.
Give me the Seahawks by 3.
Seahawks by 3?
Yes.
3?
Yes.
I'm like first take on like Stephen A. Smith. 3? Come on, man.
Please don't ever compare yourself to Steve.
41-3 was the final score
Yeah,
in the last game.
you have a much better hairline.
I don't know. Like, I don't understand your thought process. 3 points. You think the Seattle Seahawks are going to win by 3?
Yes.
Blowout City.
Oh,
Really?
Blowout City. Well, the Indiana Hoosiers shut it down in the national championship game. It's gonna happen.
He
Yes, it did, and it should have happened too. The script writers made that happen. The script writers and the national championship made that happen. You know that, right? The script writers made that happen.
He got so excited. I did fix it. He got too excited.
Let's see here.
Oh, speaking of the Raiders.
The Oakland Raiders.
Oh, and congratulations, Jesse Minter, new head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. Awesome. The defensive coordinator from the Los Angeles Chargers coming over.
What about my Tennessee Titans?
To be able to have a legitimate defense, which is awesome. You know, they already have the talent. They just need to do actually know what they're doing. The coach is doing it. So, super excited about that. Now we need to see who they're going to bring in to be offensive coordinator. Super excited.
My Tennessee Titans have a new head coach.
I did agree with Greg. I think that the Seahawks are getting it. I do think we're going to be close. Rams is that was
They should have lost. They should have lost.
And they should have lost to the Panthers.
They should
I
have.
don't trust Sam Darnold, but the Seahawks are home. I hope they get that. I hope we're talking about a Broncos Seahawks Super Bowl is the most terrible sound thing.
It is when you think about it.
But what about my Tennessee Titans? They have the new head coach. Yeah, tighten up, boys. We're going to the Super Bowl next year.
No,
Cam Moore.
No.
It's not a wild take. It's the truth.
It's the truth.
Tighten up, boys. Tighten up. Tighten up.
This last segment blows. They don't like y'all's football, but that's because it's the most terrible game. That's the most terrible AFC and NFC championship game.
That's not as bad as the Chiefs and Ravens game.
I mean, that's crazy. I mean, look at Patrick Mahomes versus Martin. Injury. Like, these are four worst quarterbacks.
Worst quarterbacks? Sam Darnold has
Sam Darnold.
Drake May's the best quarterback in the league. He's in the MVP race. 2 MVP candidates right now. 2 MVP candidates.
Yeah.
So our texter did say, he checked in and said, just talking about our conversation with the doctor. He said, should overseas pros be ineligible to play college basketball like the outdoor plus Gray has found his radio. Yeah, look, give it to Dr. First of all, overseas pros, there's specific guidelines out there. There's nothing wrong with overseas guys coming over as long as they didn't make NBA money and they're under a certain. Like, that's the rule. But anybody who signed an NBA contract is not eligible. So, like, there's a big difference. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, people aren't looking at the rules. The rules are if you make money by an NBA team, you are not eligible.
Period.
I don't know how the judge. Like, come on, man.
Play college basketball previously, and you
Wait,
did the draft, you are ineligible.
Did he?
Period.
Did he play all 4 years?
No, he played 2 years.
We played 2 years.
Did he get an actual certificate of graduation?
No.
Well, he can make the argument that he didn't actually.
That's the whole thing. But the whole college model says that
Once you put your name in the draft, that's it.
Well, then that's it. Then he shouldn't be able to touch the NCAA.
These European kids never played college basketball, so they're under the age limit that the NCAA has set, and they've never made an NBA. They've never made an NBA. So that's why they're there. All right.
I can see why Gio.
Quick, Louisville, Virginia Tech.
What do y'all want to see today?
I want to see. Trey,
I want to see my Carol Brown drop 50 points on all the heads. I want to see Sanandafu, like Anthony Edwards, John Morant, someone. I want to see McNeely pull up jumble from like half court. I want to see Khalifa shoot a full court shot and make it in. I want to see everyone not leave before 10 minutes in the second half. Everyone got to stay. But it's like, what? That's what we do. In the football games, fourth quarter, hey, sorry, Bill, gotta go, gotta check on the kids, and leave. And then we lose to like Cal. I'm like, come on, man, you serious? And then in Virginia, they're like, well, kick a field goal, touchdown, let's leave. And then that's what we do. That's what we do.
As soon as that
when we win, we leave.
When they see
I
that
get some
first,
chicken. I'm sorry, I gotta go.
When these guys see that first snowflake fall,
we're all leaving.
But anyway.
Oh, and by the way, Texas does this. If anyone out there doesn't like the mid-range shot, I suggest you watch Mark Berry win basketball. Thanks, guys. I totally agree with you. Shout out to Jeff Ball and the women's team. They're about to step off their social media. They are following Mark Berry. Go ahead.
I think Louisville gets it done. I think they cover the spread. It was like 13.5 points. Louisville's going to cover the spread. I think they're going to look a little bit better. I think it may be a little rough starting the game as you try to work Michael in and he kind of finds his sea legs again. I want to see Louisville kind of work this big lineup a little bit more to kind of get it going. I think this will be a good test for them, especially with Sonato Fruit and Ollie Cleef out there at the same time. Hey, drop them threes.
Final score 88-42. Oh, 72. 88-72.
Hey, let's see Michael get back out there. Let's see him continue to see the ball. I want to see some big lineup in the second half. Should be a good game, but Cardinals should get it done. Thanks, everybody, for checking in. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Hayden.
Go Cards.
Go Cards, go Kroger. And we're out here on the
Snow buckle in!